everybody. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. Today I will be only going live in this manner because right now I have a lot of stuff all over the place because we are remodeling. So you know, coming back from Passover, doing like not spring cleaning, but doing some remodeling, and you know, remodeling on the land and just different things like that. So I have stuff everywhere. So I didn't want to push things out of the way and, you know, try to set up my show. So I'm just coming on, still making sure I speak to the people and we just talk a few minutes, you know what I mean? So if anybody has any questions, you know what I mean, you know, while I'm here, you can ask the questions. Obviously you can't call in right now, but still, and I know it's usually a little earlier than I usually come on, but I want you to also stay tuned for a lesson that Elder Rawchaa is going to do, I think tomorrow, if it be the Most High's will, about what is a true Israelite. Shalom, Dawadah Benjamin. How you doing, my brother? So yes, Elder Rawchaa is going to do a lesson on what is a true Israelite, because there's a misconception about what an Israelite is, and there's so many different views that's scattered all over the place through confusion, through the different lenses of Christians, through the difference of just normal, you know, ongoing Samaritan, you know what I mean, in society. And obviously there's views that they try to taint as well on Israelites. So painting everybody as racist. And I'm not going to put everything out there because I do want Elder to come out with it on the show, if it be the Most High's will. So he will be going into a lesson once again about you know, what is a true Israelite, in so many words. And I think it's very important because the world needs that definition, because like I said, you know, they try to continue to paint us, you understand, in one manner, when that's just not the case. So but I won't go too into it at all. I just wanted to put it out there to stay tuned for tomorrow's lesson, because it will be a deep lesson with the elders tomorrow about what is a true Israelite. Very important lesson, and who better to teach it than someone who was there from the beginning with the old way, the old camp, the old doctrine, to bring us all the way back around to Christ. Okay, so this is very important. I know I missed a lot of shalawams to everybody. I don't want to be rude. Shalom, Georgia Harris, Tyra Evans, Zebulon 507, Frida Y, Yehawadah Benjamin. Let me see if I can go back up. Brenda Phillips, Shalom, Kaylin Matthews, Brother Yataza, Kazak, Hebrew Harris, Shalom, my brother. It was good to see a lot of you all at the Passover. Carla James, Tamika Robb, Soul Green, Robin Rands, Reek Judah, Agdawadah Benjamin. Shalom, everybody. Shakira Trahan, Shalom. Reuben Israel, okay. Classy Levi, all praises to the Most High. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Like I said, I'm just coming on live really quick because I have stuff all over the place as we're remodeling and things like that. So it was just going to be too much for me to actually try to set up my show, but I will be on next week, you know what I mean, if it be the Most High's will. I'm actually just outside really quick, and just, you know, just looking at the beautiful nature, looking at my cows roam around and looking at these beautiful fruit trees and things like that. But I just wanted to come out here because, listen, the times draw near. Let us stay focused on what we are called to do. Brothers, we're called to be, you understand, stand in all righteousness, whether we're single, whether we're servants, whether we're husbands, whether we're teachers, whatever the case may be. We're called to stand in that position firmly and to do the best we can and to produce much fruit in whatever position we're in. Sisters, whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're grandmothers, whether you're mothers, whatever the case may be, we're called to stand in that position with no excuses to Shalom, Now I Know Freedom. Shalom, Louis Balak. Shalom to you all. If you can hit the like button so people can see this later. Yeah, we're all called to stand in our positions. My sisters, you know, we could not do it without our sisters having our backs like they were made to do. You know what I mean? We couldn't do that at all because they see things that we don't see and we see things that they don't see. Obviously, we guide the relationship, we guide the nation, we lead the world. But, you know, it's not one without the other, just like it was in creation. Okay? So let's step into our roles and our positions as we see the times drawing nigh. I was just, sometimes I'm on, you know, social media. I seen my sister from Humble Servants Homestead, you understand, and my brother Mike there, you know what I mean, just talking about the chickens and how the people are out there trying to push this, you know, this bird sickness thing. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm out here looking around, and as my cows are eating the grass, you know, there's parasites that may be in the grass. And I love you too, Shalom, Classy Levi. I love you too, my sister. The cows are out there and the cattle eating the grass, but the creation seems to still be just fine. The birds are meant to follow the cows. They you know, just like they follow the alligators and the reptiles. They pick their teeth. They eat the parasites out of the grass. After I see my cattle, I'll just watch. I'll see them in the grass eating, okay? And what I'll see is a bunch of crows or ravens just come out, just eating the little parasites from their poop and stuff in the grass, just keeping the order and the balance of everything. So you can't, you know, fall to the wayside, being tossed to and fro when these people are putting these crazy things on the news about, you know, bird sickness and all of these things. I mean, you can believe what you want to believe, but at the same time, like I said, I'm literally watching. My chickens are just fine. Eggs are coming out healthy. The birds are just flying around healthy. So you have to know, like Christ said, to those who have ears, let them hear what's truly going on, because everything looks to be fine when it comes to the creation. Obviously, there's some things that are unbalanced, but I mean, these guys are just flying around. And like I said, I joke a lot, but the only bird flu that I saw was a bird flu. It got, you know, processed, and it's in that deep fryer that I got at home. Shalom, Yolanda Hicks. That's the only bird flu I know, the one that flew into my deep fryer, and we were praying over that thing with Thanksgiving on the table. Okay, that's the only bird flu I know. Right? Because the rest of these joints, let me tell you, I don't think how a person feels with the flu that these birds will be flying around. I think all these joints will be laying on the ground somewhere. You know how you had a flu, let me tell you, when you got the flu, after a day or two of that flu, I mean, you don't have no energy. All your electrolytes and your minerals are gone. You laid down. So I'm saying these guys, whatever type of, you know, flu they have, which is another translation for flying. When you see the birds flew, you know, that's the only bird flu is that what they mean when they say the bird flu? The birds flew? Because I see them flying. I will agree with them that they're flying, but no one's laying down. None of these birds are laying down, you know what I mean, hurt. You understand? Have a blessed day to you too, Cynthia. And with that being said, after 2020, there's a lot of things that have come to pass that people did not know before. Okay, that people did not know before. And that was actually starting to talk about parasites. Once they found out that there was something called a Hydra vulgaris and things like that inside of this thing that they were putting in people's arms, these doctors and what do you call them, whistleblowers or trumpet blowers, started to talk more about parasites. Now, Ramar, Iraq, and others probably been studying this stuff for a while. You know, I was studying this stuff a long time ago when I was in Egypt, and I was telling people a long time ago, everything starts in the gut. Everything is about bacteria. And, you know, people thought I was crazy. You know what I mean? But now, all of a sudden, you know, here we go. I was reading books by Lindsay Williams and just, you know what I mean, just different things like that. And all of a sudden, it's a new thing about parasites. And right now, also, I want you guys to pay attention. There's a lot of death going on again. And you have to understand that just like in the court system, you know, in a judicial system where you have to wait on cases to be tried. That's how it is in the heavens, on earth as it is in heaven. So you'll go to the DA and they say, hey, we're behind on these cases. Your case will be at this time or that time because we're stacked up and behind on cases, or whatever the case may be. No pun intended. That's the same thing that happens in the heavens. So all praises to the Most High, Rawchaa. You know, and the same thing happens where it says hell enlarge itself. Okay, where it says hell enlarge itself. So, you know, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Basically, what I'm saying is there's a time where a lot of souls, or they have to come back to the Most High. That's just, it's periodically. No different than what happens on earth. These cases are getting tried. You have, I'm going to do a lesson on this because I think it talks about it in Enoch. Okay, it talks about the hollow places in the ground, and you know which specific souls go here and go there, and I'm going to compare it to the judicial system and how that works. You know what I mean? So as you guys see a lot of death going on right now, whether people have sinned or not, or it's just their time, there's a time for certain souls to be called back. All right, but I'll go deeper into it in another lesson. Okay, and they literally exactly copy the Most High scriptures in his extra biblical text that he gave to his prophets and teachers. They literally copy it. That's why it says on earth as it is in heaven, right? So I'm saying, as you see all of this death, you should say, you know what? Let me make sure that I have my health in line. Yeah, Sister Hadassah, it's really deep, but it's really basic, but it's really deep when you see how they exactly follow it. And I'm gonna give you one example. You know how you have certain souls that it talks about in Enoch that there's souls, some souls, they will get forever tortured and punishments like that. But some souls in the second death, just how you have when you're first born, you're born in the flesh, and then you have to be born again. That's when you're born a second time through the water. Okay, but you have the first death where you die physically, and you have the second death where you die. When your soul can die in the lake of fire. So they have that, and you compare that to where a person is doing life in prison, but then you have that, right? So that's that torture, and then you have the where you got execution, and then so that's compared to the spiritual realm where you actually that soul gets totally destroyed and annihilated in the lake of fire. So it's on earth as it is in heaven. The same exact thing happens. Okay, but I'll go through that, and you don't even have to go through it long. It's literally blow by blow that it tells you, and you'll realize that it's all set up the same way. But that's neither here nor there. We have to keep our minds focused, because I learned a long time ago that we will be losing people and souls along the way, but we can't let that take us away from our purpose. Because yes, it will hurt. It definitely will hurt. We definitely will mourn. But if we truly believe in the Savior, you know, hopefully these souls, if they've done what they need to do and the Most High have had grace and mercy on them, we will see them again. But at the end of the day, what you really need to be worried about, even when you're mourning, is to make sure that you're getting in. This is the most important thing out of everything. Your children shouldn't get in the way, your husband, your wife, none of these things, parents, friends, co-workers, none of these things should get in the way of your way into the kingdom. This is an important thing. Okay, so the emotions is what the devil will try to use to keep you at bay and keep you bound spiritually, right? And I'm going to tell you, you need to, right, keep yourself around like-minded people in the body of Christ. And even when you're in the world and you have to make friends with mammon, because you have to operate with people who you associate with, you need to know the type of people you have to be around. And those who are not like-minded, you're around them temporarily, so just have an extra level of patience. Don't let anything stop you from getting through. Okay, and the brothers and sisters in the body, there's nothing so important that we should want each other to become hurt, burn, and torment. That, you know what I mean? Like, even if you don't like exactly everything a person does, or, you know, nothing should get in the way of what we all came here for. It's just what it is. Shalom, my brother, Ephraim 33. Right? Shalom Marlon is back. You need to walk, jog, see nature while you can still see it before this earth is all crazy. You understand? Put your hands in some soil and plant something. These things connect you with the scriptures. They help you to understand the scriptures a lot better. Go fishing sometime. You will understand why Christ picked the disciples, because they were experts at what they did. They understood how to fish. So what better to have these men who understand that the men on the earth, they're different type of personalities and characters. So the disciples understand how to use certain baits to catch certain fish. And then they understand how to, maybe they can catch a lot of fish at one time with a net. Okay, yes, farming, there you go. Do these things and you will really understand the scriptures a lot better. The same things the Most High is always talking about. I'm looking at these fruit trees and what it takes to actually care for them successfully. It's just like taking care of a baby. Okay, the more you put into these things and pay attention to them, the better off they are. And the little time you lack with them, that's with anything that we deal with. Anything. If you don't take care of your house, rats, roaches, the plague will come. Mold will come if you don't, you know what I mean? So everything in life takes us to pay attention to it and to care for it. Now this cow wants to be rubbing itself all on my my small oak tree. Really though? You're gonna knock my oak tree down, man. And I'm gonna have to put you as a beef burger. Lord have mercy. I tell you what now. So keep your health. Another thing is your health. I have a few things here because I've been hearing a lot of people who took the thing in their arm suffer. A lot of those people are suffering. And if you want to know why I got this gear, this is lionbornfashion.com. And this is kingmansions.store. The gold back gorilla from Deacon Malak. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what it is. But anyway, I have a few things with me because I'm going to give you an example, a quick example of people who are unhealthy. Few basic things that they can do. Just a few basic things. Okay? One, a lot of people are suffering from iron. That's why their energy is very low. Coffee will make you anemic if you don't get iron in. So coffee will make you anemic. It's not bad to drink coffee, but coffee does sit in these shipping containers and a lot of it gets mold on it. My wife, I made her stop drinking coffee because it's not the fact that I had an issue with her drinking coffee, but it was keeping, even though she's a small woman, she's not like, you know what I mean? Her stomach, it would basically mess her gut up to the point where it wouldn't stay flat. So as soon as she stopped drinking the coffee, stomach went flat. So for some people's genetics, it just don't work right. Everybody's gut is different. Everybody's metabolism is different. And so we did that and we started to drink more dandelion. So she makes our tea every morning. And if you follow me on Lion's Homestead, you'll see one day my tea. But it tastes just like coffee, but it has anti-cancer, everything in there. Iron in there. This iron here, we put it in there every morning and I sell this on my site. It's been helping thousands of people, obviously. Okay, you see that? So we have the fish and we have this. All you have to do is boil this with your tea or your soup for 10 minutes. You take it out, rinse it off, dry it off. It's very simple. I do that faithfully. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're one of those sisters or brothers who are anemic and have issues with that, and even if you don't like to eat meat, that's going to help you. It's very bioavailable, even more than a plant. This is more bioavailable than a plant, okay? This is like cast iron, okay? But you can travel with it. You can go to work with it. When you, every time you make that tea, you can make you some iron water for a day or two, pour that in there. It's so powerful. You can make you iron ice cubes, whatever you want to do. But I will not, if I don't drink this, I'm pissed off. Because I or you, well, you just go to my website, KIIYsupplements.com. KIIYsupplements.com. It stands for Kingdom is in You, like Christ said. So I will not drink this. I took it with me to Passover because we have like an iron package for people who deals with this. I know your grandmas, your aunties, your uncles, your fathers, yourself. Many people are dealing with iron issues. We came up on this through our sisters having anemic issues, keep having to depend on this iron medicine from the doctors. I am not a doctor, but guess what? I can tell you what. I done told people more right than they have. I'm gonna tell you right now. I like them for surgery. I like the doctors for surgery. That's what I like them for. You break an arm, you need a doc. But the general health, we need to start using common sense. So this is our iron pack to make sure people are not dealing with anemia, okay? I am not saying anything heals. I must say that before. Elder did not say anything heals. I'm telling you what I do and what I take, okay? One of this is the main things, our Lugol's iodine. It needs to be coupled, and it should be coupled with another white blood cell immune system builder. This helps the thyroid to function properly. We have a whole article. It's already explained for you on our website. Scroll down and look up the article with the iodine, how to take it, all of these different things. And yeah, we have all of that there, like ABCs for you. Very simple how I started. I took 4 drops of this. Just telling you what I did. I took about 4 drops. Every week I moved up a few drops until I got to 80 drops. You don't have to take 80 drops. I love it. I can't go without it. Iodine it's a supplement, but it's something that every human on earth needs. And in the sea, you can't eat as much fish as you could before because of the mercury count and the pollution in it. So I eat fish, but I know I'm not going to get my iodine. I do sell some of the best sea moss, but it's not you cannot count the iodine in it. So if you order a book called The Iodine Crisis, or you just go to my site and we give you the information, you'll understand why I'm telling you this. I'll say this: retardation, autism in children, pregnant women, use at your own risk. Get with your primary health care physician. But it's being said in this book that the IQ of the baby becomes better than the mother from this. I'm just going to say that. Look at this cow. Look at this cow. 1 second. Lord have mercy. This cow is in there eating my fertilizer from my tree. That's what I'm talking about. Man, she got fat. Boy, I've already slaughtered her and she wasn't drinking, and she didn't need that bull to milk on. I tell you what. So let me get back to it. Our B12, because it's red, it's a little dirty, but you can tell I've been using it. The B12 drops. If you have issues with anemia, this is all you need, and a little consistency. If you don't want to eat meat, that's on you, but I suggest you eat beef at least twice a week. If you got this, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be very happy. Because a lot of people have had to have blood transfusions, including my wife in the past. When it's that time of the month and all these things for these new sisters who's on this, no more issues. Lifesaver. The doctors won't even tell you that. Right? If you're on the run as a pilgrim, you're like, listen, I don't have no meat. All I got is vegetables. Keep this on your keychain. Keep it on your pocket. It's right. It got a little weight to it, but not nothing that you can't carry. You're gonna make sure you have your iron. Your iron, it's dealing with your blood and your energy, guys. Very important. All you have to do with this, take you a little dropper or squeeze a little lemon juice, lime, or a little vinegar on it with an apple or a white vinegar. It's going to allow the iron to leach into the water correctly. You boil it for 10 minutes. There you go. You can let it turn back cold and make you a lemonade drink with it, whatever, or you can keep it hot and drink it with your tea, or you can have it with your soup, whatever you want to do. All right? So take it to work, take it when you travel. Make sure you don't miss your iron. Stay on it for minimum 3 months. Don't ever stop it, obviously. When I'm saying stay on it for 3 months to actually start to see, you're gonna feel the change before that, but I'm talking about sealing the deal. Okay? So I'm just telling y'all, I don't have to tell you this, but I felt the need because I'm hearing a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, all of these blood transfusions and stuff. People are so anemic. They really need to get on their iodine. The iodine will also help you to make sure that you are absorbing your iron. And guess what, guys? This does so much stuff, I can't talk about it right now. Worms, parasites, thyroid, hormones, people dealing with high blood pressure and all of this stuff, diet. What y'all doing out there? Eat God's diet. So outside of the iron, let's get this gut healthy. A simple way to do it, call or look up and Google a local farm in your area. Start consuming raw milk. If it's too expensive, drop some of the other things in your life that are too expensive that you don't absolutely need. Put some of those finances towards raw milk. Even if you don't like kefir, the raw milk has its own enzymes that are even stronger than kefir, and you can drink the raw milk. I had a little daughter. Okay, well, I have a little daughter, and some of those parasites from mom can be transferred to your children. It happens to everybody. You can be the most healthiest, and you'll notice, why my stomach sticks out? Why do I feel like I'm bloated? The raw milk made her stomach go down. Okay? You got children who the mother was lacking iodine. You're going to have some levels of autism. You're going to have some levels of retardation, possibly sometimes, because the mother did not have enough nutrition, or she passed a parasite. You don't actually have to take something in the kid with a needle or something like that to actually deal with certain things. Sometimes it's transferred from the mother to the baby because the body is trying to protect the mother, so it will pass it through the baby. Facts. Proven by doctors. Okay, that doesn't necessarily happen with a man unless you're dealing with a man who's dealing with some heavy sicknesses, okay? It's just like you can have a pure seed, you can put it in different types of soil, and you're gonna get different variables, okay? So I just want to put that out there. But the basic things, let's get this gut healthy. Go to the store, get you some kombucha, drink apple vinegar. Look, I'm in my car. When I go out to eat, I need to have me a little seasoning pack. I need to have my apple vinegar so I can just mix it with a little water before or after my meals. I got our digestive enzymes, okay? With bromelain and papain that actually takes down biofilms. It promotes the breakdown of biofilms where certain worms and parasites hides in, okay? You got to live this life. Yeah, we have so much other stuff on there for people, but I really want to focus on the iron today and the iodine thing, because those are hand in hand when it comes to anemia, okay? You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna say again, we're not saying that anything heals on here as a Gathering of Christ Church or key supplements. We're not saying that anything heals. All we're saying is that, listen, try these things out. They have benefits to them, okay? Gut health is where it starts. Like you just said, who's that just said that? Akdawadan Benjamites, definitely, okay? So eat God's diet. The angels were coming down with Abraham. He gave them milk. He gave them beef. I'm going to repeat to you. He gave them milk. Obviously, that milk was raw milk. He gave them beef. He's giving them something for the gut. He's giving them protein for the body. Protein is not just for building muscle. It's for building and keeping strong immune system and cells for the nervous system. Okay? All praises. The sea moss has helped you tremendously. But if you really want iodine, yes, it has the minerals, but if you really want to make sure you're getting your iodine, really, this is, let me tell you right now, no heavy metals, no shrimp, crab, pork, or lobsters, mined from the earth. Okay, it's been sitting in the earth for thousands of years. Okay? Any supplements for pregnant women, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't take moringa, don't take anything with raspberry, don't take anything with hibiscus when it comes to miscarriages. You got to do your research on that, Miss Angel Robinson. Okay, but obviously I have some stuff on there, but I can't just put on there anything. You got to make sure you do your research. But obviously we do have some things on there. And if my wife was having a baby for me, this will be a #1 thing here. That and the iron, because you have two, you got a one body and another, you know, person in there who needs, you know what I mean, all these vitamins and minerals. The MSM, I'm gonna get some more MSM. Forget it. Okay, I'm gonna get some more MSM or whatever the case may be. Sometime when things don't sell on my site enough, and it doesn't mean it's not popular or famous, but there's so many people with MSM, sometimes they're gonna buy from another company, but I'll put it on there. Okay, I'll put it on there again. Just give me a little time, I'll get it back on there. So I wanted to come on here, just you know, let's get our diet right, let's get our health right, keep our mentality on point, and not get faint-hearted in the time of trouble. We're going to go through things in life. We're going to lose people. We're going to go through trials. We're going to go through temptations. We're going to have to stand firm. We're going to have to pray for one another, and we're going to have to be grateful for the things that we actually have and build upon that. Okay, build upon that. Just a liar. I'm going to tell you, this is all I can say. There's a doctor out there that said, when it comes to that you're talking about, I'm not even going to say it. You know what you typed? Parasites. We need to parasite cleanse at least 3 times. At least every 3 months. We need to parasite cleanse every 3 months. Personally, I'm taking ivermectin, fenbendazole personally, and some natural things that I take. I have them in the house, black walnut, all these extra things, right? But I am coming out with something too, one of the most powerful antiviral, antifungal, antibiotics. Obviously, you guys all know oil of oregano. But the thing about us, we don't like the oil of oregano to take it because it's too powerful and too spicy. I have my own concoction that I make at home. Okay, but now I'm going to patent it and turn it into something so that, and guess what? The reason I like it because my children have to take it. Let me put my charger in really quick. The reason why I like it because my children have to take it, and it's pleasant for them. You can't even taste the oregano in it. And I know how black people is. I know how black folk is. You put 1 drop of oregano, Lord have mercy. Your whole glass gonna be tasting like oregano for a whole week, even when you wash the glass. So I have a perfect solution. I can't tell you the solution because it's my solution. But I have a perfect solution, not only with oregano in it, but more powerful antiviral, antifungals. And guess what? When you can put it in your mouth without taking no water, and you're gonna be just fine. Listen, because I'm a man of taste, I can smell your food if it tastes good or not before tasting it. That's just my nature, like for sure. When I put that thing in my mouth, all my children can take, and it's high potency oil of oregano, high potency. When you taste this, you're gonna be like, wow, the Most High helped this brother do this. But this is another thing that you can take if you're feeling like a sickness coming on, allergies, flu. And guess what else it deals with? It also deals with, it promotes parasite healing. So that's one of those things I'll take every day. But come on, you like the taste of it? Listen, I like the taste of oregano, dried leaves or fresh oregano in Italian food, but I'm talking about it's so many more people who don't like the taste but really want to take it. I have the perfect solution. It's already in the works of getting ready to come out. So DIY truth hurts. Listen, you need to take things like vitamin D3 plus K2. You need to be getting healthy fats of the Most High. Healthy fats. Pure good olive oil that comes from one country. Getting out in the sun, eating a healthy diet, making sure that you're parasite cleansing at least every 3 months. There's heartworms, there's lung worms, there's all type of different worms that you wouldn't know about. They hide in the fat cells. We need to drop the fat. meaning we need to drop the carbohydrates and the sugars that we're feeding these guys with. When I do, if you watch my Lion's Homestead very soon, me and my wife are going to come on there. She makes cinnamon rolls from fresh milled flour. We eat fresh milled flour because some of this other flour has bromide, monodiglycerides, which is pork. And I'm not going around telling everybody what they should do and what they should not do. But I have decided to make it from home for a while now. We've been doing it for a while. And when we make ours, when she makes the icing, there's an old thing that old folks used to do. They used to put garlic and honey, okay? Or garlic and sugar water and things like that. When the parasites go for the sugar, they'll get something that will kill them, like garlic or apple vinegar. That's why you take apple vinegar for the gut. You do these things, and this is what helps. So when she makes the icing, she makes the icing with diatomaceous earth, food grade diatomaceous earth. Food grade diatomaceous earth, not the one for the bugs. So when they go in there and they try to eat the sugar, you can't even taste the diatomaceous earth when you put it in your food. Okay, then they actually get trapped up, and you know, you're gonna see them in your stool or whatever the case may be if you have them. Yeah. Yes, I do supply to the UK. It's just going to take a little longer getting there, and you're going to have to pay for the shipping, but I ship worldwide. Okay, I've helped people with, well, let me say this. C. Foster. I'm just going to say it like this. Let me just do it like this. You know what you typed. C. Foster. There's something called hibiscus tea. I have it on my land. Hibiscus tea, the thing that the Jamaicans or the West Indians drink, the tribe of Benjamin. Hey, I like it with lemon and a little Ceylon cinnamon tea or little cloves, but you can make it cold or hot. Only drink it no more than 3 times a day. And let me tell you, a lot of people came to me with what you just typed, and guess what? That's how I help them. Very simple. Hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea. Get it from Amazon or go to your local store. What's my site? KIIY supplements.com. Judah. Hibiscus tea. Stevia, I do not like stevia either. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I grow it, but I don't like it. Some people like it though. So sometimes you're gonna see me sell certain things that people like that you don't like because that's what they like. And I'm not only selling to Hebrews, I sell to Gentiles as well. So there's some things that Gentiles likes that you don't like. Now, I don't have anything with no pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. But some of them may say, you know what? Why don't you have this and with this? And I'm like, well, I don't really promote to try to sell that. But they like, no, that's what I want. So, and you know, according to the law, I'm not trying to say I'm like the Jewish people, but when we were in the land of Israel, you can use usury on Gentiles. I don't do that. But I'm saying for the sake of grace, there's some things that they want. And you know, you can say, hey, I don't